What do a high school dropout, a billionaire, and a space explorer have in common? One man, Jared Isaacman, and now he's been handpicked by Donald Trump to lead NASA. Bold choice, right? But what if I told you that Isaacman's story is the ultimate blend of ambition, power, and unimaginable wealth? Stick around, because by the end you'll see why this billionaire's rise is shaking up the space industry and maybe even your future. Picture this: a 16-year-old kid sitting in his parents' basement, dropping out of school. Sounds like the start of every cautionary tale, right? But for Jared Isaacman, it was the beginning of a billion-dollar empire. At 16, Jared created Shift4 Payments, a company that now processes $260 billion annually for clients like Hilton and KFC. Oh, and that's not all. He also built Draken International, the world's largest private fleet of military jets. Wait, military jets? Most of us were still struggling to parallel park at 16. By the time Jared sold Draken for a 9-figure sum, his wealth was skyrocketing. Today, with a net worth of $1.8 billion, he's proof that taking risks pays off if you're smart about it. But how does a payments mogul go from processing Arby's transactions to literally walking in space? Oh, you're going to love this next part. Jared wasn't content staying on Earth. In 2021, he led Inspiration4, the first all-civilian mission to orbit Earth. Then earlier this year, he upped the ante with Polaris Dawn, featuring the first ever commercial spacewalk. Let's pause for a second. Would you strap on a suit and step outside into infinite blackness, knowing only a thin layer of fabric stands between you and disaster? That's billionaire confidence right there. These missions weren't just for thrills. They broke records and pushed boundaries, taking Jared and his team farther into space than anyone since Apollo 17 in 1972. They also tested new tech, paving the way for humans to one day colonize Mars. Elon Musk might have the vision, but Jared's the guy rolling up his sleeves, AR spacesuit sleeves, and making it happen. But what about NASA? Why would Trump choose a billionaire entrepreneur for one of the most prestigious roles in the space world? The answer could redefine NASA's future and maybe even the future of humanity. Trump's decision to nominate Isaacman as NASA administrator was bold. He called Jared an accomplished leader who could bring a bold new era to the agency. But let's be real, what does this mean for us? First, Jared's experience with private ventures like SpaceX could spark faster innovation at NASA. Second, his missions have already proven that space exploration can go commercial. Imagine a future where a trip to Mars isn't just for astronauts but for adventurers like you. But here's the kicker: Isaacman's story reminds us that ambition has no limits. Dropping out of high school didn't stop him, neither did the risks of space travel. And now he's leading the agency that put men on the moon. The question isn't whether Isaacman will succeed at NASA. The question is, how far will he take us? Jared Isaacman is proof that bold moves can lead to unimaginable success. Speaking of bold moves, did you hear about Bitcoin shattering the $100K mark? Trump's pro-crypto revolution could change everything. Click the video on your screen now to find out how this financial shockwave might affect your wallet. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.